Hey folks, we're on the road to nowhere. Where at, buddy?
We're at the Smoky Mountains.
Oh yeah.
We're on the road to nowhere. Come on inside.
The road to nowhere was originally planned to be Lakeview Drive, a 30-mile stretch of road connecting Fontana to Bryson City, North Carolina, to run along the north side of Fontana Lake after the creation of Fontana Dam in the 1940s. Only 6 miles was built outside of Bryson City, abruptly ending at Fontana Tunnel. Lucky for us, it leads to some excellent hiking trails.
Looks like the North American knucklehead has made quite the home here, haven't they?
Yeah.
With all their graffiti. I suppose it could be worse. This is at least a tunnel bridge as opposed to natural rock. Pretty sure this is paved, but it's really mucky and muddy. From where all the flow has come through the tunnel over time. You can hear it leaking too.
I already saw horseshoes.
Yeah. We're probably walking through road apples and don't know it since we don't have our headlamps with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of this lakeshore trail is such as horse trails also.
Yeah.
All right, well, now that we've made it off of the road to nowhere and through its tunnel, we're going to be looking for the Goldmine Loop trail. Spiderwebs on the trail. Oh yeah, spiderwebs on the trail. I'm guessing the Goldmine Loop isn't a very popular one. It doesn't get used a lot. It's one of the reasons we chose it. But that means spiderwebs on the trail. Oh yeah, spiderwebs on the trail.
Spiderwebs on the trail.
So Goldmine Loop trail, it heads that way, but we noticed a side trail here. It's very well marked. And I know there are old homesteads and old farms from pre-park days that are out here somewhere, so I'm just curious if maybe this trail goes to one of those locations. All right, it is not an old homestead. This is an old hog trap. Doesn't look like it's been set anytime recently. It's been a little while. National Park Service hog trap. This is a pretty cool trail down here. We're close to a stream, as you can hear. And we still got all this rhododendron, which is just in bloom now. But it gives it such a tropic feel. We have reached lake level here on the Goldmine Loop. So if you are a kayaker, this would be an awesome place to paddle into. Somewhere nearby here is campsite, I think number 67. So if you were a paddler and wanted to camp, you could make reservations for that particular campsite. Throw your canoe or kayak in and paddle up to that site. I think that's something Catfish and I may have to do someday in the future.
Yeah.
So we're really close to Fontana Lakeside. I just happened to look down here and there is another hog trap. That one is set. It has still got its lid open, waiting for something to go in. All right, Catfish, what did you just spot on our trail?
Well, I just happened to see a rattler in this mud.
That's right, we have us a rattler.
Snake.
Eastern timber rattler in the mud. Right on our trail. Here on the Goldmine Loop. The only other rattler Catfish has ever encountered was at Shenandoah. Same breed. I've encountered one also here in Smoky Mountains before. He's just watching us. As long as we keep this distance, he won't care, but he's probably not going to move either. I could be wrong. Do you want to take a picture with your phone?
Sure.
He's not going to come at us. He's just going to try to slither away.
I know.
See, no warnings, no rattle warnings yet. So we're at a safe distance still. What do you think of that, buddy?
That was pretty cool.
I'll go back on what I said earlier about Site 67 being good for if you were canoeing or kayaking as a good camp spot, because it is actually a pretty good little hike inland. Not terribly long, but if you are planning on having your kayak with you, it'd be way too far to carry it in. So, but there are other options, just not this one. We've been hiking this hike, looking and waiting, trying to find these alleged ruins of old home sites and homesteads. And we have not seen anything thus far, just because everything is so grown up. But I finally found evidence from the old homestead, only because it sticks out above all the growth. There you go. So yeah, it's definitely grown up over here, but there's just enough of a trail to make it through here safely. You see all these rocks around here that have probably come from this old fireplace. It's pretty wicked, huh, buddy?
Yeah.
It's been here probably since the late 1800s would be my guess. Hidden in all of these weeds and grass here is most likely more foundation, possible fencing, stone fencing that is. And sometimes you'll even find old remnants of things they used. Yeah, definitely something metallic. Been here for a long, long time, and I'm sure if you realistically, if you came here in late fall, extremely early spring, you would find a whole lot more of that kind of thing, I'm guessing. So it's hot today, and this is a lot of uphill. Yeah. Well, we made it off of the Goldmine Loop. We're back now on the tunnel bypass. Yep, this here is the literal end of the road. This is as far as the road made it to. Back on the road to nowhere. We're back at the tunnel. I think we are going to go on top of it. Go up there, buddy.
Okay.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
I couldn't help but notice there's a trail that goes that way. I wonder if you can hike the trail over this cliff on top of the tunnel instead of going through.
Hmm.
One way to find out.
Yeah.
It's definitely a trail above the tunnel, but it is very narrow, very overgrown, and of course we have no way of knowing if it really goes all the way across.
Yeah. Looks kind of steep too.
It is steep.
I
This
don't
is-
think we should go.
If it was just me, I would totally be already up it and doing it, but Catfish is definitely a little nervous about it, so
Yeah.
back through the tunnel we go.
Yep.
I think he just wants to go through the tunnel and walk through more road apple.
Yeah.
Back at the front of the tunnel, as suspected, right on this side, is a trail coming down from above. Yeah, there's definitely a trail across the top.